Hey everybody, this isn't really a planned video. I've been reading some books today, and I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about some thoughts that I had about it. First of all, it's called Love Defined, and I am realizing that me especially, I try to find my satisfaction in the relationships that I have, whether it's a boyfriend, whether it's a friendship, and something that I'm learning from this is that I can't do that. I need to find my satisfaction in Jesus. And until I do that, I'm never going to be able to be in a relationship or friendship that is going to satisfy me enough. I think about when I want something, and who am I going to first? I'm going to my friends. I'm going to the people that I love. But I'm not going to Christ and being like, what can I do with this? Another thing that really stood out to me was when you are in a relationship, or if you have interest in something or somebody, seeking wisdom from other people. That's something that I actually never thought about. When I have been in relationships, I've always just said, well, I don't want to tell everybody what's going on because I don't want them to say no. I don't want them to not want me to be in the relationship. But in reality, Christian wisdom is sometimes the best. And the Bible says to seek wisdom from others, and that is what we need to do. I also need to remember that not everything I do has to do with getting into a relationship. So even just remembering that church is about God, not about looking for people. It's about learning about Jesus. And yes, the community is amazing, but you also have to remember that you can't get distracted. You have to be able to focus on God. One thing that people do a lot in relationships is focus on the feeling of love and needing that feeling. And there's so much emotion behind that, but it's not God-defined love. And God-defined love is giving and taking with somebody and showing them that you love them and that they love you. And that's something really important when it comes to relationships, because we don't really think that, we think that love is just an emotional feeling and that we'll just always feel it. But sometimes that's really hard. But showing love to others is giving and taking. And that's part of being in a relationship. I didn't really think anything of that until just now. I was like, wow, I've always thought that I'll feel the love, and you have to pursue something with it. And pursuing a relationship with Christ is number one. And then pursuing that relationship that is Christ-centered is number two. I can't even express to you how much this has opened my eyes. I've also, for my ladies, I've noticed that I need to take a step back and not be the person who's like, what if I don't make a move and it's not going to work? Because a Christ-seeking man who is in leadership is going to come after you. And he's going to say, you know what, if this is who I'm supposed to be with, then I'm going to try. And I think that that's really important, because we want someone who can take initiative and have that leadership. Because as our roles as men and women, they don't mean less than or more than. They just mean that one person has a different role. And for women, that is to honor and to be there for our husbands as encouragement and as love. And for men, that's to lead them in a Christ home. And the last thing is, if something doesn't work out, know that you have to be full enough to know that that you can still trust God. So if you're getting into a relationship and you think, if this ends, my life is over, don't get into it, because you still need to learn to trust God and trust Christ and what he's going to do in you through this. And all of your relationships, whether they work out towards marriage or not, should be that the two of you are growing, and it should be a blessing to each other that you're in the relationship, whether it works out or not. If you'd like to check out the book, I'll link it down below. It's by some YouTubers too, so I'll link their channel as well. I really like them. They have other books, and I'm working on reading through all of them. Let me know if you have any questions about this, because I love talking about this kind of stuff. This is kind of what I'm going to be studying with my ministry degree. And just pray so much about this right now. God is working in your relationships. Lift each other up today. Thanks for watching.